You think that men are somewhat intimidated in approaching you or dating you when they happen to know that you were married and that you may have, or you have a lifestyle that many people may be like, wow.
Um, yes, yes. I wish some of the ones that do reach out would be a little more intimidated.
A little bit more what?
A little bit more intimidated. I wish they
Okay.
would just not do it
Yeah.
at all. But I could see that, but I'm not a person like I am. I'm good in my square, in my bubble, and then everything that I do for myself. And my kid's father, he does his job as far as taking care of his children. So I'm not looking for anybody in that aspect. I want you to do well for yourself, but I don't need you to take care of me.
Any regrets in having married him?
No, because I have three beautiful children, and the ending was horrible, but our love was real, and we had a beautiful marriage, a beautiful relationship, and to experience a love like we had, it comes once in a lifetime, and some people don't get it at all. So I'm grateful to have experienced that.
Mm. Is there anything, any role you think you may have played in the divorce?
In the divorce, yeah, walking the fuck away.
Well,
See ya.
leading up to it.
Um, No, because I will, and I refuse to take on the actions of another person because I will not put that insecurity in myself. Because I could have done everything right or done everything wrong. It's up to you to say, hey, this ain't working, or I want something different, and to walk away before you do the things that you've done. So I will not take responsibility in someone else's actions.
Understood. There's a lot of high profile divorces taking place. Portia Williams obviously is one of them. And I'm sure you know a lot of different people in different aspects of life. But what advice would you give to women when it comes to divorce?
Be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. And I say this all the time, be slow to reaction, because we get emotional, we get in our feelings, and we react, and 9 times out of 10, a week later, you're not going to be feeling like that, or you're going to regret the things that you've done. And be very selfish for yourself, because, and I call this my selfish season. We never take time out for ourselves. We pour into our children, into our men, into our friends, into our family, and we don't have anything left for ourselves. And I didn't realize that until going through my divorce. And I was like, I need a break. And I felt bad about that. I felt bad for wanting to just lay in my bed sometimes and just deal with what I was dealing with. And I realized, fuck that. I'm going to take the time for myself and get myself together and work on me. And if that's selfish to other people, then so be it. This is my selfish season. And I wish more women would do that. I think the result would be so drastically different if we took moments and were unapologetic about it.
Are you one to apologize if you're wrong?
Or if I'm wrong, I have no problem apologizing. But I used to apologize even when I wasn't wrong, just to keep the peace. And now I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
So you no longer believe in that?
No.
Because men oftentimes will say, like, sometimes, you apologize to keep the peace, like
Yeah,
you said.
yeah.
And I think that men take that on maybe more so than women. So I had to ask. Now, it's one thing to know that you were wrong on your own, but if someone brings to your attention, is that likely to change if they can show you, like, hey?
Oh yes, I am okay with being wrong,
Okay.
because we're not always right, and only a fool would think that he's right all the time.
Okay.
So I'm okay with accepting responsibility for my faults.
Okay. Co-parenting at this juncture, what's that like for you guys, and are you guys friends?
I keep communication at a minimal because that's the way that I keep the peace. I'm not the baby mom that wants to insert myself in the activities and this and that. I think that it's important because he does work so much, he's gone, to have that one-on-one time with his kids. And for me, that is beneficial to me because I don't want to be around it. So I allow him to have his parenting time and do what he does, how he sees fit, and he does the same for me. And that is as peaceful as I could pray for.
Okay. Um, all right, Crystal. We're going to unpack it. I know Neo responded to a recent, post you made, and he noted congratulations. How did you feel about that? Or how do you feel when he's commenting, he's in your comment section, or, he likes something,
he, and I know the media, they gonna take it and spin in the comments. He was being supportive, and I do appreciate that. But sometimes I just wish that, like, no, because
No, as in don't comment.
don't do it, because, and I know he's trying to show people that there's no beef, in which there isn't, but it just brings on a whole nother wave of just BS that, like, I'm just tired. I'm tired of the narrative. I'm tired of being mentioned in the same headlines as him, and all those things. Like, I just want to be known for Crystal Renay and not who Crystal was with.
Okay. It seems as if you and his other ex, Moneta, obviously, your children are
Best
siblings.
friends. Best friends.
What's that like, and how did you all get to that place?
We got to that place very early on, because we're both mature women, we're both grown, and our kids love each other. And before I had my kids, I had her children, and those were my babies. And I love her kids, and she loves my kids. And so it's sadden me when the media and people try to create contention between us, because we don't have that. Everything is not always perfect, but we're family. And I just wish the world would stop trying to tear that apart.
That's what's up. You don't oftentimes, when it comes to, say, the other children, see that bonding.
I hang out with the new babies too.
That's what's up.
I mean, I can't. The children did not ask to be here. They didn't ask to be involved in our drama. They didn't ask for any of this. They are just kids, and to mistreat a child because of something that an adult does is just disgusting.
Yeah. Did you see the Bob Marley film?
I started watching it last night and I fell asleep, but I am going home to finish it.
Where is it on? It's streaming too?
It's streaming, yes.
Okay.
I think it's on Prime.
Okay. I was about to say you got the hookup.
No, it was early access.
That's
I got paid for it.
Yeah. No, I asked that because obviously, Bob Marley had a lot of children.
A lot of kids.
With different women.
My baby daddy, he right there up there with him, child.
Any more children for you? Would you?
I get asked that question a lot, and I'm so on the fence with it, because I don't believe in children outside of marriage, and I don't know if I want to be married again.
Okay, so let's talk about that. What does the future of that look like for Crystal? Like,
it's going to take
what type of man?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I thought I had it all figured out, and clearly I did not. So I am back at the drawing board trying to figure out what serves me. What is it that is going to, bring me to my fullness as a woman and my happiness. And right now the jury is still out on that. And marriage scares the absolute shit out of me right now.
Why?
Because I felt like in my past marriage, I was living with a stranger. Because who I was in love with is not the person that he is now. And no shade, no disrespect, but that is a scary feeling. And so I don't want to be blindsided ever again the way that I was in my past.
Okay.